Everybody, it's Abby. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you're new. And I think my lipstick is coming off. Hey everybody, it's Abby. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you're new. Today I have a very, I don't know, it's kind of in between nerve-wracking and exciting. I'm not sure yet. But, as you can see from the title, the ultimate failure at no-buys and Project Pans, I'm going to do a no-buy year. Insert dramatic music, dun dun dun, because I don't know how to do that in my editor. But I watched this video from LS, E-L-L-E, space S, LS. She did a video about how she was going to do a no-buy year, and then she said that she was inspired by a lady that does videos called Hannah Louise Poston. She actually, I think, started her channel just to do the no-buy year, which I think is amazing. And I went back through, she started in January of this year. And so I went back to like the beginning of her channel and like I've been watching through her videos. I'm up to like March, I think, of her videos. But I just love her so much. She is very articulate, unlike myself. I'm over here like, so I really suggest watching her channel if you like no buys and you know, YouTubers who don't promote excessive spending. So basically, she laid out a set of rules for herself. It wasn't like, you know, both her and Elle kind of mentioned that you can't just say I'm on a no buy and that's it. They have to like kind of set like ground rules for yourself. You have to have provisions in case you need something, you know, that kind of thing. So I have written out a list. It's like a page, like front and back long of stuff about this. So basically this is going to run from December 1st of 2018, which is now, and then it's going to go to the end of December of next year, 2019. So it'll give me a little bit of a month extra to kind of see how I feel about it at first. And that way I can start it, because like everybody starts stuff on January the 1st, but I wanted to get it in before then, just out of principle for not, you know, being a hipster. So what I'm going to do is a replacement only no buy in most every area of buying things, except for a few, of course, that I'll talk about in a minute. But basically I'm going to only buy necessities. So, I mean, I could extend this past 2019, but I don't know. We'll see. I have a pattern of ending no buys with a bang, so I hope I don't do that, because like after a year, oh no. So why I'm doing this is not because I want to be like Elle and Hannah, because they're fabulous, but because if you've seen my other videos on my channel, I am talking about reducing my debt. I am doing the debt snowball method, to where I'm trying to slowly get rid of my debt, and I also desperately need to buy a house like this year. Not this year 2018, but like in 2019, the beginning of the year, I have to buy a house. Because the reason why I'm filming my videos this way instead of at my desk in front of the window like my old videos were, was because there is just so much stuff in here. I am doing this YouTube thing in here, so I have my camera equipment, my microphone, everything set up all the time, and then I have I'm running a business on my bedroom, and my bedroom is probably 12 by 12. If that, maybe it's 10 by 12. I'm not sure, feet. And it's pretty cramped in here. I can't walk in any direction without stepping over something. So, yeah, it's just not feasible anymore to keep this up, and there's things that I want to do that I can't because I don't have enough room. I have to move everything. I can't leave my tripod and my lights and my my microphone out all the time. I have to move them. So when I want to film a video, it's kind of like a chore to move everything around, and then my business requires me to have 2 sewing machines, and they take up my whole desk, so my computer is like crammed against the side, and I don't have anywhere to move the sewing machines to. And it's not even talking about the yarn and the fabric and everything that I have stored in here. I don't even have room to put my clothes in the closet, because there's stuff piled in front of the closet. So my clothes are literally in a pile next to me on the floor, full disclosure. So that's why I'm not filming, because you're going to see my pile of clothes on the floor. But I'm working on that, and I'm going to try to get like do some kind of storage system in the meantime to get stuff out of the floor so I can move around, and it's kind of like a fire hazard in here, so yeah, it's terrible. So if I have my own house, at least 2 bedrooms, I can have a bedroom, like for my bed and my clothes and stuff, and then I can have like a filming slash studio, or I can even use the living room as my like business office space, whatever. So that's where I'm at. That's how like dire I need to do this. I need to save money to be able to do that, and get more room in here because it's just a mess. I also need to downsize some things that I have. So I have been going on this pattern this past year, like since the beginning of 2018, where I have gone like months at a time without wearing any makeup, and then I'll wear makeup. Like I sometimes even do it twice a day for like a month to film videos or whatever, but I need to like continuously use it if I'm gonna have it, because it's just sitting there getting wasted. And then I need to downsize some of my crafts, so I'm going to talk about that in a second, but this is not just makeup. It is clothing, homewares, because I had a really bad habit of, like, I still live with my mom, and I would buy things, like I bought dishes and furniture even, and stuff for a house or an apartment that I don't even have. So I need to stop doing that because it's taking up room that I don't have. Yeah. So also, the thing that kind of put this into perspective was I talked about this thing in my debt paying videos series, but I use this budgeting app called YNAB. You need a budget, and it calculates for you, like it has a summary section where you can look at how much you spent, how much you've earned over the course of however many months, and then it'll break it down by category that you spend in, how much you did, like what the average was, what the total was for, like, you can make it tell you like the last 6 months, the last year, or whatever. And in just my spending category for, I think it was the past 6 months total, was like over $3,000. That's a down payment on a house. What am I doing? Okay. Like, oh my gosh, I can't even. And on top of that, all the credit card debt that I have, from most of it, quite honestly, is investments in my business, and I had to pay off my my last apartment. I had to move out in the middle of the lease, and of course, if you do that without any reason, you have to pay still. So I just went ahead and paid it all on my credit card instead of trying to make monthly payments to them, because they weren't good landlords in the first place. But that's neither here nor there. I basically have a lot of credit card debt, and I spent a lot of money, and I need to not do that. So what's included in this? So I'm going to say any makeup, any skincare, hair care, or any other beauty related products. So before, I would say, like, I've tried no buys in the past, I'd just be like, oh, no makeup. Okay, well then I redirect my spending to nail polish. At one point I had like 200, 300 bottles of nail polish for no reason while I was on a makeup no buy. So I need to, like, I'm trying to take out any loopholes for myself. And then when I would do like no makeup, no nail polish, no clothes, I bought a bunch of yarn that was on clearance that I didn't need. I mean, I'll probably use it eventually, but still, like, I don't have anywhere to put it. So basically, this is not just money. It's kind of a combination of money and space and time, because I feel like I spend a lot of time looking for things to buy. You know what I mean? Like, if you get emails from companies and you'll go through the website, see what they have, or you see what's on sale. It's just too much brain space, too much time, so yeah. And then I'm going to say no homewares, so like any decorations, or I'm really bad also at buying like extra storage items. If I have this much stuff, it's all crammed everywhere, and I haven't gone through it to see what I'm going to get rid of, see what I haven't, there's no point in buying storage things, because they're just going to get wasted. Because I know a couple years ago I bought those little acrylic organizer things that have holes for lipsticks. I bought like 5 of them that had 24 spots for lipstick, so that's what, like 125 some spots for lipstick. And at one point I did have that many lipsticks. I don't anymore. But it's just like, why would I need that? And I didn't have any shelf space to put them on. So I don't know what my deal was, but I sold them on like Facebook or something. And then craft supplies. So of course my job requires to buy, I mean, it's not my full-time job. My full-time job is at a craft store, which is a whole nother level of difficulty, but I'm actually going to do a video about reducing spending when you work in a retail store. So let me know if you're interested in that. But so I'm going to say lay off the craft supplies. I do have exceptions, of course, you know, and because of my business, but basically, sometimes I'll buy yarn for the purpose of making myself something, and I never do because I'm making stuff to sell. So, yeah. Or if I'm like, a couple months ago, I actually bought a whole bunch of like stuff to make cards, like paper, like greeting card things, and I've never done anything like that before, and they just kind of sat there. So I returned everything. So thankfully, I saved the receipt. But it's like, why would I think that I had enough time or wanted to do that? You know. And then clothing. So I actually have been really, really good at not buying any new clothing, especially because I don't have anywhere to put it. But, yeah, I can't buy any more new clothes that I don't need because I work, you know, 5 days out of the week. And I wear khakis and an unnamed color of t-shirt every single day, so I don't really need anything besides those things. I do have exceptions I'm going to talk about in a second, where if I need like any pair of work pants, then I can buy them. And shoes are a good thing. Years ago I used to buy way too many pairs of shoes, but now I have a which kind of, the universe and God have a funny way of like biting you in the butt, because I used to buy too many shoes. I'll buy like flats and sandals and all kinds of stuff. And I have a foot condition now called plantar fasciitis, where I have to wear specially designed, like custom fit inserts, orthopedics in my shoes, or I'm in severe pain. So, yeah, it's just really annoying to have to like move them between different pairs of shoes. And if I can't even keep really two pairs of shoes that I wear. I have to wear the same pair all the time, because unless they're the exact same shoe, because every shoe is made different, you know, they're kind of different heights, different inclines, and when I change my insoles from one pair of shoes to the other, my feet don't like it, and they're used to the one pair of shoes, so I basically have to wear the same pair of shoes now. And I just bought a new pair a couple months ago, so I don't anticipate needing a new pair for at least 6 months. I don't know how that'll go, because the new ones I bought are mostly cloth on the top. If they were like had that rubber stuff around, maybe they would last a little bit longer, but I anticipate them getting holes in them. I didn't think about that before I bought them. But I don't need any new shoes. I do have a pair of boots that I'm thinking about getting rid of. They're not vegan anyways. I got them before I went vegan, and it's just hard to put the insoles in them. So anyways, I have a good winter coat. I won't need one of those. I want to keep at least 2 bras and a sufficient amount of underwear. I don't know, it's probably TMI, but I had bought a ton of pairs of underwear, because where I used to live, it was like probably walking distance of this outlet mall, and they had an American Eagle outlet, and Aerie is my favorite brand of underwear and bras, so I bought way too many. So I have plenty to last for a little while. And then also something that I am putting in this is stationery, because every now and then I'll get this bug that I want to buy new pens and paper and stuff that I don't need. I know I'm not like a writer or anything, which I would like to write a book someday, but I don't need a bunch of pens. Like one pen, if I leave it on my desk, it'll last me indefinitely, because I don't write that much. I just write in my planner, that's about it. And I'll write down, like, if I'm designing a crochet pattern, then I'll write that, but other than that, not much. So I don't need any of that. I do have one exception to that, though, that I'll talk about in a second. I need some coffee. I'm talking a lot in this video. Alright, so my exceptions. So for makeup, I am only going to let myself buy something new makeup related. I do have a couple planned purchases that I've known about that aren't out yet, but I want to get. So... but I'm not going to buy anything unless I absolutely do not have any suitable alternatives. Like, if I run out of, I don't know, if I somehow run out of bronzer and I don't have anything alternative to bronzer, then I can buy a new one. Which I probably won't run out of bronzer, but, you know. Or if I run out of, like, a white eyeshadow then I can, and then I don't have any other like highlighter or anything that I could use in place of it, then I can buy a new white eyeshadow, which I don't really use white eyeshadow anyways, but it's just an example. Um, and that also goes for like skincare and hair care and things like that. I actually have not painted my nails in at least a year, if not more, so I won't need any like nail polish remover or anything like that because I don't use it. Um, the only thing that I'm allowing myself to buy is hair dye. Because you can see I've been dyeing my hair. I bought some just recently, so it'll probably last me a couple more months, but I am going to dye it. I have been mixing what's called Sunset Orange and Virgin Pink from Arctic Fox, and next time I'm going to use straight Sunset Orange and then the yellow. I completely forgot what the yellow is. Something Sunshine, Cosmic Sunshine, is that it? And I'm going to use the yellow on the ends of my hair and the orange on the top. I wanted to do that for a really long time because, you know, Hayley Williams was like the it girl when I was in middle school and high school, so I am going to try that, see how it goes. I am also going to try to bleach it. I do have bleach. I'm really scared, but yeah. So I'm going to let myself buy a hair dye, but no more than once a month. Which I usually don't need to dye my hair more than once a month anyways, but, you know, if I get an itch to like change a different color, then whatever. And then also in this, since I am like between now and the end of the year, I am going to buy a house. I have to. My mom's probably going to kick me out if I don't. Not really, but you know what I mean. She's kind of like pushing me. But I will probably need appliances and furniture because houses in my price range are probably not going to come with appliances. Let's be honest. And even if they do, they probably might be old. So if I have to replace them or whatever, which I can live without a washer and dryer. You know, there's plenty of laundromats, but I could probably live without like a dishwasher, which I have actually lived quite a while without a dishwasher. But like refrigerator or something, you know, I think refrigerator is probably the only thing that I would really need as far as an appliance, right? And I already own a microwave, so that should be fine. Microwaves are cheap anyways. But so I'll probably need a refrigerator. I mean, unless it comes with one, then that'll be a huge bonus. But and then furniture, my mom and my stepdad do real estate, and they rehab houses, and they found this website that's like an auction thing. It's just local to us. I don't know if this probably exists around other major cities too, but there's places where you can go, like auction sites, like where people return stuff to Amazon or whatever, and Amazon or whatever company it is doesn't want to deal with repackaging and reselling it. They just sell it to whatever this warehouse company auction place is, and you can get stuff for super, super cheap. Like my mom got a this really nice fancy Christmas tree a couple months ago. That was like a Martha Stewart brand tree. It was originally like $300 or $400, and she got it for $20, and it works. So they're kind of like a gamble. You're allowed to go look at this stuff before you buy it to make sure it's not damaged, but most of it's not damaged. It's just open box. So I could probably get furniture and stuff that I would need there, because only furniture that I have is a kitchen table, which is actually my desk in my bedroom because it's bigger than my old desk, and I have this bed and I have a coffee table, and that's about it. So I don't have a couch or anything, which in my old apartment I couldn't even fit a couch in. So yeah. And then I'm going to allow myself to buy things that I would need for business. So like if a customer, obviously, if they want me to make them, I don't know, a pink and purple scarf, and I don't have any pink and purple that they like, then I can buy, you know, that's obvious. But sometimes I'll buy things with the intent of like making a new product to offer on my Etsy, or making a new crochet pattern and I want to use a specific yarn, then I will allow myself to buy that, but I just have to be able to use that item within the calendar year so that it's not wasted, and it's also better for accounting purposes. So, and then clothes, I should not be, actually I am hoping to not be in retail all year, so I'm really hoping that this right now that we're in is my last holiday season with a job. I'm trying really hard to get my business off the ground, trying to advertise, and be able to do that full time, and as well as YouTube, to make that my job. So I feel really awkward talking about this, but that's basically what I'm getting at is I don't want to be in retail, so I won't need to wear a uniform so I can wear whatever the heck I want. And but if I say if I need, I'm still there and I rip my pants or whatever, knock on wood, I don't do that anytime soon, but I can buy a new pair of khakis and whatever unnamed color of t-shirt that I would need to buy. So, yes, I put on here that I can buy pants if I have less than 2, or if I have less than 2 shirts that I can wear to work. And then my exception to the stationery thing is I will need to buy a new planner at the beginning of the year, but the store that I work at sells them, and specifically I love the Happy Planners. I think that's what it's called, the Happy Planner, right? But I think what I'm going to do is just get a refill because I already have the book part, like the rings and the outside cover, and so I'm just going to get like the refills, I think, maybe save a little bit of money, but they do go on super, like 75% off clearance at the end of January, so I'm hoping to snag a refill pack for 2019, maybe at the end of January. I'll just write, between now and then, I'll just write on a piece of paper my calendar stuff, you know. That's what I did last year and it worked pretty well. And then, so the goals for this no-buy, I'm going to, number one, hope to pay off my debt. I figure if I can reduce my spending, like, drastically, then I can pay off my debt this year instead of, you know, in like 2 years, like I had calculated that I would spend going at the current rate. And then I would reduce my collections of beauty products, clothes, craft supplies, etc. So, obviously, if I'm not using new makeup, I'm also curious to know how many empties I will have now not buying anything. Yeah. Then I want to, like, it'll probably reduce my clothing too, because as things wear out or, you know, whatever, then I won't be buying new ones right away. And craft supplies, so if I'm not, I have a lot of yarn that I'm not specifically using for something right at the moment, so, but if I slowly use all that up, then it'll be gone and I won't have it anymore, and then I'll have room to buy new things that I want to use, or, you know, whatever. Because I have, like, majority of the yarn that I have is just, like, stuff that was on clearance, that I bought, like, every single skein of, just in case I needed it, which I haven't ended up needing it. And I would like to curb bad habits of spending, so like Hannah was saying in her videos that she would spend when she's happy, like the treat yourself kind of thing, or when she's sad, or when you're like bored or whatever, you know, like walking around. Like, that was the thing that I liked to do, especially when I was with my ex. I wanted to like go out, we'll go out to eat, and then go shopping all day, or just go look around at stores even if we don't buy anything. Like, that's kind of dangerous to go to a store to look at things even when you're not going to buy it, because you'll see something that you like and then you'll think, I was here last time and I liked that, and now I see it again and I like it now, so I'm going to buy it. That's like, then you forget about it in like however many weeks, days even. So I'm going to curb those bad habits of spending, and I also need to break even with my business. So I've been buying and buying and buying things that I'm not actively using for the business, and that's costing me money out of my pocket because I don't have any investors. So I need to stop doing that. Hopefully I can break even with my business and start making money off of that. That's the only thing that's going to get me out of retail because I don't want to work for the man, you know. And, so my rules for buying new things, I probably should have said this before the goals, but whatever. So I'm only going to place an order or shop when I need something. And then while I'm buying something, I can anticipate what I'm going to need. So, like, say if I am out of mascara, I need to buy a new mascara, I'm going to see if I need face wash or a foundation or a powder or whatever. And if I'll need one within the next month-ish or so, then I'll go ahead and buy it the way I have it, and I don't have to make so many separate orders. Because if you make, the more orders you make, you know, you always have that thing of, like, you need to buy so much for free shipping and all that crap. So it's just better to buy it all at once and not be tempted. And also, some places give you free samples too, which I also am going to be able to receive gifts from other people. I'm not going to, like, tell people no, don't buy me anything. Like for Christmas and my birthday and stuff. And then I can also buy gifts for other people, so that doesn't count as, like, spending. And then I can, if I do get a gift card somehow, then I can use that for replacements. And I do have 2 planned purchases that I know of right at the moment that I want to make within the next few months or so. So Pacifica, which is one of my favorite makeup and skincare hair care brands, is coming out with a foundation and concealer range that has, I think they said 30 shades, which is amazing for a natural beauty. It's like unheard of for a natural brand. So I want to support them with that, and I'm going to buy that. I think it comes out in January, so I will buy a concealer and a foundation. And then this is you're all probably going to think I'm nutso for this, but so if you haven't watched my other videos, this is the first video of mine. Oh no, my camera's about to quit. So if this is the first video that you've seen of mine, I am a cruelty-free consumer. I'm a vegan, so I only buy from brands that do not test on animals. And by and large, I don't buy from brands that are owned by a parent company that tests on animals. For example, like NYX and Urban Decay are cruelty-free brands, but they are owned by L'Oreal, who is not cruelty-free. So I myself and other people believe, which it's actually a fact, that that L'Oreal financially benefits from the sales of NYX and Urban Decay. So that's why I don't buy from them, because the money goes to L'Oreal, which who uses animal testing, which is bullcrap. But a recent development, this is the biggest news in cruelty-free makeup history, is that CoverGirl, L'Oreal on the brain, that CoverGirl is now 100% cruelty-free. They have been certified through Logical Harmony, which is a site that I use. They're also Leaping Bunny certified as cruelty-free. They are the single most largest company to ever be certified as cruelty-free, which is absolutely amazing. That's going to be a trailblazer for other companies who kind of are thinking about going cruelty-free, but they're not sure if it's worth it, because getting certified by those brands is not an easy process. It takes months. And they're also, CoverGirl is going through their product list right now. CoverGirl, they said they have like thousands and thousands of SKUs to go through to check their ingredients to make sure if they're vegan or not. So once they complete that process to see and release a vegan product list, then I am going to allow myself $100 to spend on CoverGirl cosmetics. I know, like I said, you're going to think I'm crazy, but I think it's really, really important to financially support a brand like that is going through, that they have put in the time and effort, that they care about the customers and the animals enough to be certified cruelty-free. That opens up doors for other brands like, I don't know, Revlon, Maybelline, all those other big ones that you see at the drugstore to be certified cruelty-free as well. Which also, something that you might not have known, I'm going to do a whole video about CoverGirl, but I want to talk about it now because I'm so excited. But CoverGirl used to be owned by P&G, which is actually headquartered near where I live. A lot of people I know work there. But P&G sold CoverGirl to the company called Coty, C-O-T-Y, which owns, I think, Rimmel and quite a few other big cosmetic brands. But P&G had CoverGirl slated to move into China, which if the cosmetics are sold in China, they had to be tested on animals. So that would have been, devastating to the cruelty-free community, because that would have basically eliminated their chances of being certified as cruelty-free, because if you sell your product in China, like physically in mainland China, you cannot be considered cruelty-free. So Coty reversed that decision. They said, no, we're not going to go into China, which is amazing. And then now CoverGirl and Coty are working with the Chinese authorities to make it so that they don't have that law anymore, basically. So this is huge news, so I want to support them in that, and hopefully that we can all band together and support CoverGirl and show them that we care about being cruelty-free, and show other brands through their sales that being cruelty-free is cool. So it was a long rambling thing. Basically, I'm gonna buy the Pacifica Foundation Concealer, and I'm gonna spend $100 on CoverGirl. Just maybe try a few old favorites. I did have some products from that I really liked before I went cruelty free, and then I want to try some new stuff too, just to see how it is. So at first I was kind of scared. I know both Elle and Hannah have mentioned this in their videos, like what are you going to talk about if you're not buying the newest things, you're not reviewing the newest things. But I have thought of quite a few new video ideas to go along with this, and I'll be doing monthly updates, and I'll still keep doing my empties. Actually, I'm gonna keep doing my empties the way that I have been. I know I said in the past few empties videos that I really do not want to keep doing the whole, like, keeping track monetarily of how much each thing costs and adding it up. But I want to see that compared to, like, this past year where I've basically not been on a no-buy, really. Seeing if my empties are, you know, if I use up stuff faster than if I was still buying things. So hopefully that made sense. I don't know what I just said. So basically I want to compare my empties to a no-buy year versus a not no-buy year, and we'll see how they compare, because it's been pretty low this past year, because I haven't been, like I said earlier, that I haven't been buying or I haven't been wearing makeup for like months at a time. And also what I'm going to do, I'm going to clean up my room, hopefully enough to show you my makeup collection. So I will show you, like, I'll put everything back into my drawers and kind of organize it. That way I can show you what I have now, and then you can see kind of how it looks different at the end of the year. So I'm really interested to see how that turns out, and hopefully you'll stick around on this journey with me. Let me know what you think. Please subscribe so you don't miss any future updates on this, and let me know in the comments if you want to join in on this. If you're going to just do a month, you can even do 2 weeks, whatever you think, and let me know your thoughts, and I will keep you updated as I go along. And yeah, this is going to be rough, but I think I can do it. I don't know. Also, the last video that I watched from Hannah, she was talking about how it's not enough to just try to do a no-buy. So what I'm going to do is I am going to do a no-buy. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to do the no-buy. I'm not going to try. I'm going to do it. So that's how I'm going to get through. Just saying that I'm going to do it instead of I'm going to try. Because do or do not, there is no try. Who said that? Was that Yoda? I'm probably way wrong. Was that Yoda, or was that the turtle from Kung Fu Panda? What's his name? Oogway from Kung Fu Panda. I think, was that him or was that Yoda? I don't remember. I'm sorry. If you're a Star Wars fan, don't kill me. But that's about it. Let me know what you think, and give this video a thumbs up. It helps other people to see it, and hopefully this will inspire you or someone else to do the no-buy and stop buying so much crap. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.